Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn daily energy for Thursday, December 30th. And this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. That means it was not meant for you. It was meant for someone else. All right, so we have the Page of Pentacles crossed by the Six of Pentacles. We have the Two of Swords. We have Page of Swords. I feel like Page of Swords is coming out a lot lately for some reason. We have Five of Swords. We have Knight of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Death card, Justice, and the Moon. All right. There may be a new job opportunity that may be coming up that you're not taking it, or it could be that you're not really ready to change things up. Like you're kind of set in your ways and you're like, no, this works for me. But I feel like it's really not working for you. I feel like you're convincing yourself that it's working for you, but it's really not working for you because you may be holding on to something that is preventing you from this transition and transformation of the Death card. I feel like maybe it's come down to the decision. You're like, okay, I've got to make a decision about this, because I feel like you know that you're kind of holding yourself back, or there is an energy that's holding yourself back. There may be some other people or a situation or some sort of energy that's holding you back. I feel like it's holding you back from being your free self. Like you're not feeling free. You're not feeling free to be yourself. I feel like it's time to get down to work. Two of Swords can mean that you're looking at, both sides of a situation. You're like, okay, the positive is this column, the negative is this column. Let me look at these things and then let me make a decision from there. Two of Swords can also mean that you're not ready to make a decision because you're trying to get more information about this change that's coming in. Or it could be just you need to make a decision about something and you're not. You're kind of having a blind eye to it. You're just like, no, I'm not going to. And I'm kind of feeling more of that energy, is that you're convincing yourself that you're happy with where you are right now. Because we have this Page of Swords, which is kind of this passing energy, and it's like that means that something's been delayed, or it could be disappointing news, but I feel like you're delaying something. You're delaying this good. You're delaying this change. Maybe because you're not sharing, okay? Because maybe you have all of these pent-up thoughts and these ideas and you keep swirling them in your head and you're like, well, I can figure it out on my own. I can figure it out on my own. But then sometimes it just helps to have that person that you can trust, and you're just like, okay, this is what's going on in my head. I need you to listen. I don't need you to solve the problem, but can you just listen to me so I can get this out? And I'm a Capricorn sun and a Capricorn rising, and that's how I am. It's just like, okay. And I'll talk to my sister and I'm like, just listen to what I have to say. Let me say this. Let me hear my own words, and then let me kind of release this, let this go. And, maybe I'll see a different perspective from it. But just let me get this out. So I kind of feel like that's what's going on here, because I feel like there's some change that wants to come in, but you're like, kind of, there's some change that wants to come in, but you're like, I don't know if that's going to be in my favor or not. And I feel like with the Moon, it's like, you don't know what's coming, and maybe that's what's giving you that stepping back. It's like, well, I don't really know where this is going. Well, nobody knows where anything's going. None of us can see the future. You could have feelings or directions on what it is that you want to do, but nobody knows the future for sure. And that can be a scary thing because you're like, oh, I don't know if I go down this path, is it going to be okay? But it has to do a lot with your mindset. If you're like, yeah, it's going to be okay, I'll figure it out. Whatever bumps, whatever things may come, like I'll figure it out. It will be okay. I'll make it okay. And that's kind of the attitude that you have to take with it. Okay, hello. That's exactly what I was just saying. The Strength card, confidence. I'm not sure where this is going, but I'm going to be okay. I'll figure it out. I know I have support around me that I can rely on, and maybe you haven't been relying on that support. Maybe you've been trying to take on everything on yourself, and that's becoming too heavy. And it's okay to delegate. It's okay. Emperor. What's the plan? What's the plan? What do you want to do? Having that confidence, okay. I'm setting out on this path. I'm going to handle whatever comes my way. I'm not going to be wishy-washy. I'm not going to overthink it. And I'm going to do it. Hermit. Taking that time to light the path to see that it's time to take action. Five of Swords. Don't let other people stop you from what it is that you want to do. Don't let them talk you out of it, okay? If you believe in your heart that you're headed in the right direction and this is something that you want to try, do it. Don't be like, well, so-and-so won't like that, or so-and-so said that. So what? You say that I want to do it. You say I have the energy and the effort to do it. This is what I want to do. And that's what you have to stand up for. Yeah, it's exhausting because everybody has their 2 cents. And you're like, I don't want to hear your 2 cents anymore. Like, if you're not going to support me, stop trying to talk me out of this. And if it goes to the left, I need you there to support me if it goes to the left. If everything works out, I want you there to support me because everything works out, and be my cheerleader. That's what I need you to be. Take those chances. I feel like Capricorn, I'm a Capricorn sun and a Capricorn rising. I don't remember if I already said that. But I feel like Capricorns want to take chances and they want to go on a different path. You know, that's the goat that climbs up the mountain and finds their own path to get to the top of the mountain. And I feel like Capricorn's always striving to get to the top of the mountain. And we take our own paths and we go in our own direction because we don't like to be like the crowd. We're not following everybody else. I feel like Capricorn sets the path. Possibly for others to follow, but I feel like we don't really care. It's like we're doing our own path, we're doing our own thing. And I feel like others can't understand that. Like they don't, some people do, some people are amazing cheerleaders for us and some people don't. They're like, well, why are you doing that? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Well, because that's the path that I want to take. And I feel like that's Capricorn. You know, taking that different path from everybody else. Yeah, it may be the long way around, and sometimes it is. It's like, okay, are we making this more difficult for ourselves? But we can say with all certainty, I took my own path. I did it my way. You know, what's that song? Is that a Frank Sinatra song? I did it my way. Maybe he was a Capricorn. Oh, maybe I'll have to check into that. But that's what I'm feeling like. Don't let others stop you, okay? Looking outside of the box, which I feel like that's what Capricorn does, is looks outside of the box. What's another way that I can approach this, that I can do this? You know? And maybe that's why people question and they want to put in their 2 cents because they're like, well, you're not doing it the way you're supposed to do it. Well, I'm doing it my way. Capricorns like to follow rules, and I almost feel like that's what's held me back. And when I realize that the only rules that I have to follow are my own, you know, obviously there's like, the basic rules, that you have to follow, to not hurt other people. But that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that I was always trying to do it the right way and follow the rules. And I just felt so wrong with that. But I'm like, no, this is what I'm supposed to do. And when I learned, I'm like, I'm going to follow the rules, but it's going to be my rules. And when I realized that, oh my gosh, everything just opened up. Everything changed. Everything is changing. I'm experiencing that death card because I'm not holding on to the will. It has to fit into this box, and this is the way that it has to be. And when I feel like when a Capricorn can bust through, sorry, I'm starting to get emotional. I'm trying to keep it under control. When a Capricorn can bust through, it's like so amazing. It's so freeing. Sorry. It's just, the possibilities are endless, and it's just such a new perspective. It's so different. It's so freeing. It's so enlightening. And I feel like that's what I'm trying to do with my readings, is to show you that, yeah, I realize that the Capricorn mentality is that you have to follow the rules, but it's like following your own rules and doing what works best for you, and to having those moments, those transformations. And that's what I feel like I've said before, is that I feel like in the past I was always trying to fit into everyone else's idea of what I should be and how I should be and follow the rules and everything. And when I let go of that, I'm finally feeling the change. And loving every minute of it. And that's what I want for you, is to find that balance. Like, yeah, there are some things that have to change, but some things that have to stay the same. You know what I mean? But it's finding that balance to where you are feeding that ability, like not wanting to be restrained. I feel like Capricorn does not want to be restrained. Like, you can't restrain a Capricorn. Like, you can't make a Capricorn fit into a box, because they will be miserable. They may try and make themselves fit into that box, but inside they are miserable. Miserable. Okay? Free yourself. Freeing yourself. Letting go of what is not useful to you. All right? Coming into your own. Capricorns are hard workers. We'll fight for whatever we believe in. Fighting for that balance. Believe in yourself. That's the biggest belief. Believe in yourself. Fight for you. The Moon, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay? It's almost like that friendship with yourself. You know, looking out for you and being that best friend to yourself and saying, yeah, I'm going to make the best decisions for me. I want to do what's right for me. Not deceiving yourself and saying, yeah, I'm happy, but inside you're really not. You're miserable. You're sad. You're feeling held back. Okay? Not deceiving yourself. That's a big one. Sometimes we like to convince ourselves that we're happy when we're really not, because we know inside that, yeah, I'm not really happy, and overcoming a difficult situation and having that new start. Okay? That's why I say is that I'm your biggest cheerleader, because I want to help you. I want you to experience what I am experiencing, this, this happiness, this freedom, this letting go of these things, holding on to that were not helpful. Making those choices that are best for you. Taking chances. Being that goat that's traveling up that mountain to the top on your own path. I feel like I want to give you that guidance to help you, but I'm not going to tell you what to do, because you have to make those decisions on your own. But to at least maybe think of things in a different perspective and see, well, yeah, that's right. Being open, you have to be open to different ideas and experiences and different paths. And coming into your own, and I feel like a true Capricorn comes into their own when they blaze their own trail and they make their own path and they don't let others affect them. And I feel like I'm coming into my true Capricorn spirit, and that's what I want you to have too. And maybe that's why I got into tarot, is to share that with other Capricorns, you know. Come into your true Capricorn spirit. All right. Wish, 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 wish. Perfect. Your heart's desire is ready to come true. What is that? What is that? What do you want to have come true? What do you want to make happen? What do you want to make happen? All right. Make that wish, believing in that wish, and helping yourself to have that wish come true. And we have unity, a time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. You radiate and attract great love. Bringing in that relationship, you know, what is that great relationship that you want? That new relationship, that connecting relationship, working on a current relationship. Because you're in this positive energy that you're blazing your own path and you're feeling proud of yourself for doing it, you bring in opportunities. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.